Hey air signs, welcome to Step Into Yourself Tarot. My name is Savannah. Today I am doing the shadow readings for Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Basically I'm going to pull from the Path of Shadows Oracle, get the current challenge, and then get into a 369 tarot spread, as well as advice and charms. Timestamps will be included in the description box, and I will see you at your sign. Hey Gemini, you're up first. Let's get into your Path of Shadows Oracle. So looking at shadow aspects that you need to be aware of at the present time, as well as to grow from. Spirit, thank you for presiding over this reading for Gemini. Let's get into Gemini and their shadow at the present time. What does Gemini need to be aware of? Allow me to tap into Gemini's energy. Messages for the highest good of Gemini at the present time. Shadow for Gemini. Shadow for Gemini. Shadow for Gemini. Hearing something about getting out of your mind, which is very common for Gemini, right? Of two minds. Perhaps some overthinking at the present time. Let's see. Shadow for Gemini. Let's do two more, Spirit. Shadow for Gemini at the present time. One more. Shadow for Gemini. That feels good. Avoidance. In the dance of shadows, I conceal and evade. Fear's veil keeps me distant in the dark's cool shade. Okay. So, perhaps some avoidance in terms of like you're overthinking something, but at the same time, that overthinking is based in fear. And so concealing and evading. I'm feeling one more. Owl in reverse, wisdom, shadows, and deeper truths. Okay. So perhaps you are overthinking things that you know to be true, avoiding truth in some way. Yeah, on this avoidance card, there's like illumination behind the individual, and they're like walking away from it. So I do feel like you're avoiding some kind of truth or wisdom or understanding. Yeah, demon. There's the fears. The temptation of living, the fear of regret, dancing among the ashes from the flames of hell. The temptation of living, the fear of regret. Okay. So perhaps avoiding the feeling of regret or understanding that we have regrets. So living, instead of living in illumination, in truth, living in fear and evasion and avoidance, which is an aspect of the shadow. Let's see what this what the challenge is associated with this for you. What's the challenge associated with avoidance, deeper truths, and demon for Gemini? What is the energy, challenging energy associated with this? Can I get more on this for Gemini? Avoidance, owl in reverse, and demon for Gemini. Deep regrets. But that temptation of living, like there's there's a temptation there for you. And I feel like the temptation is truth, deeper truths that you're wanting to evade at the present time. Show me the challenge associated with this for Gemini. Let's do 2 more. What is this for Gemini? Ascension. So this is part of an ascension process for you. So going from one state of being to another, and reincarnation in reverse, but you're resisting it, you're avoiding it, perhaps because it'll change things, right? And with any ascension process, things have to fall away in order to live in truth. And I feel like there is an avoidance of this, but it is part of an ascension process for you. The sun towards actual illumination, towards happiness, towards joy, towards warmth, rather than this dark energy, stepping into a more illuminated life, a more illuminated journey. But there's some resistance here. There's some avoidance. I'm not sure why, but hopefully the tarot will give us more clarification on why you are resisting this ascension. All right, let's get some charms for Gemini. Charms can either resonate with you or resonate with the message in some way. Can I get charms for Gemini? Okay, let me see the letters here. G-I-R-F. G-I-R-F and U. F-U. Interesting. G-I-R-F-U. And we have the medallion of manifestation here. So I feel like even though you're resisting, perhaps this is something that you have aligned yourself with, right? Through growth. We have the guitar here, so music might be important to you. We have the third eye. It was in the reverse, so not wanting to lean into intuition. Also the meditative hand in reverse. So there's a need to really ground yourself and center yourself at the present time. We have the cross of commitment and sacrifice. We also have another cross. We have the deer, shyness, timidity, also Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. I love to cheer in reverse. So yeah, this isn't an easy ascension process, but growth never is, right? It challenges us in our core, but it's always meant for our highest good. We have the mask in reverse, and then we have the mask upright. There's the resistance of taking off the mask. We have the meditative hand again, so really ground yourself. And then we have the masculine glasses, so really make sure that you are seeing things clearly and that you're standing in your power. Let's get a few more. We have 2 more letters, K and P. K and P. We have the tooth in reverse. Yeah, there's something that you're not sinking your teeth into. So there's that avoidant energy. Also the butterfly of transformation in reverse. We have the key with the heart on it. We have the trumpet, so a sign of judgment, lessons that need to be learned. We have the word dream. We have the tree of life, so ultimate abundance. We have another mask in reverse. Yeah, and then the owl. Listen to the wisdom within you. See things very clearly. Allow yourself to see. And then we have the star, so ultimate it's life path. It's your ultimate desires for your life. And we saw that sun, the sun oracle card, that would be associated with the star, right? Our star vision. Okay, let's get into the tarot. Let's see if we can get more on this. All right. Can I see 369 for Gemini? Can I see what this avoidance is in terms of their ascension? Why is there resistance here? It's almost like I'd rather remain in the shadows. But ascension calls us to grow and mature and come up and out and to it's like we're literally being reborn, reincarnated into a different version of the self. It's not an easy process. Can be very isolating. It can be something that we want to lean away from when it gets difficult, when everything that we've known about ourselves and our path is shifting and changing, and we're trying to find our way. Like, what does this mean for me? $369. Can I see what this is for Gemini? Literally the tower and the wheel. Yeah, illusions, delusions coming down, and change is inevitable. Let's do one more. 369 for Gemini. Ten of Swords, yeah. Nine of Cups. Ten of Wands, wow. Yeah, this is very difficult for you. It causes you a lot of pain. In order to reach for your sun, it requires you to walk away from something. And with that walking away comes a lot of pain. 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands, but then right in the center of those two very difficult energies is your wish fulfillment. Knight of Cups, am I taking these in the upright? Yes, okay. Knight of Cups, so the Hanged Man. Two of Cups, wow. Okay, so I see you in contemplation about some kind of connection and giving your heart, delivering your heart to a particular connection. Two of Cups. Could be soul bond, doesn't necessarily have to be, but Knight of Cups is definitely vulnerability. And it's vulnerability, it's the deliverance of our heart and our emotions to another, and then also receiving it back. The Hanged Man, you are in contemplation about this. Can I be vulnerable with this person? Page of Wands, Three of Pentacles, the Emperor. Okay. Yeah, so you're claiming, you're opening yourself up with hope and with enthusiasm to harmonize something, to collaborate with someone, to build from the foundation, and you are claiming it with the Emperor energy. Okay, let's get some clarifiers. This piece right here is really interesting, and I think this is where the resistance is coming, or this is where the resistance is, because it's going to create this change, this ascension, to reach for your wish fulfillment, to reach for the sun energy, to reach for your personal happiness requires you to break away from something. And I think that's where the avoidance is coming and the resistance. Let's get some clarifiers out here. Can I see 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands? I'm going to take a look at those two first. I'm going to isolate those. The difficulty. Let's see what that is for you. 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands. Ten of Swords, 10 of Wands for Gemini. One more. 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands for Gemini. 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands for Gemini. 9 of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. The Tower. There's that Tower energy. Yeah, it's difficult because this was a pathway that you built into over a very long period of time. 9 of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is like the roadmap, right? You felt like this was something that was contributing to your self-worth, your value, your level of abundance, and boom, the Tower happened, occurred, and in the Tower, they can be internal, they can be external. I am seeing this more as internal because the 9 of Pentacles energy is here. And illusions, delusions come down in the Tower. It's sharp insight that is received. And it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable. It's like that, like I was saying, all the things that we have thought about ourselves and our life and our pathway, they can come down in an instant and we see things very differently because all the illusion and delusion is taken away and what remains is truth. And that occurred here. And it's created a lot of pain for you. It's created an understanding that you need to walk away from whatever this pathway was that you built into over a long period of time. But the good that comes out of it is that you're able to reach for your personal happiness and what would bring you hope and enthusiasm and personal wish fulfillment. That's the positive side of the Tower. What remains is truth. So I'm not sure what this pathway was for you, but you received sharp insight about it's not aligned with my wish fulfillment and I need to walk away from this pathway that I've been on. The fear of regret. So perhaps there's fear about doing so. Like, I don't want to regret this decision. Knight of Cups again. Fear's veil keeps me distant. So perhaps fear has been preventing you from leaving this particular pathway. Let's see the 9 of Cups. Let's see the 9 of Cups, your wish fulfillment. 9 of Cups for Gemini. 9 of Cups for Gemini. Let's do one more. 9 of Cups for Gemini. You've changed. You've changed. I'm hearing you've changed. 9 of Cups for Gemini. Queen of Cups. 2 of Swords. The High Priestess. You want love. Queen of Cups. 9 of Cups, Queen of Cups, 2 of Swords, the High Priestess. You're tapping into your intuition. You're trying to rely on your intuition when it comes to your wish fulfillment. There is some confusion surrounding your heart, Queen of Cups. This could be you. This could be another Let me see. Is this Gemini? Is this Queen of Cups Gemini, or is it an energy outside of her? Her, him, they. Okay. Take it as it resonates for you. Is this Queen of Cups outside of Gemini? One more. Is this Queen of Cups outside of Gemini? Seven of Cups, Ace of Swords, Knight of Wands. There's the truth. So through that Tower, truth came in about options in love that you would like to move towards. Knight of Wands. This is a very fast energy. You've received truth about your own heart and where it points. And it's brought you a lot of confusion. There's that resistance energy, right? And almost like that avoidant energy. The Two of Swords is blindfolded and overthinking. They're in their head. But you've received truth about the love in your heart. And you are relying on your intuition, which I love. But I see swift energy moving towards a particular option based on your heart space and your emotions. Interesting. Because you see it as your wish fulfillment. And then we come over here, Knight of Cups, the Hanged Man, Two of Cups. The deliverance of vulnerability and heart and love to a particular connection. Two of Cups. You're in contemplation about this. Let's see. Knight of Cups, the Hanged Man, Two of Cups. Can I see Knight of Cups, the Hanged Man, Two of Cups? Knight of Cups, the Hanged Man, Two of Cups. Can I allow my vulnerability? What I love, like in terms of the ascension process here, illusions came down, right? There was sharp truth that was gained about your personal wish fulfillment and what you feel in your heart would make you happy. And then we have the Hanged Man over here, which is contemplation and reflection, gaining new perspective. So I love, that's all part of that ascension process, right? Recognizing and absorbing and embracing the hard truths. They are not easily earned through the ascension process. But it looks like you're doing the work. Show me Knight of Cups, the Hanged Man, Two of Cups for Gemini. Let's do one more. Knight of Cups, the Hanged Man, Two of Cups for Gemini. Knight of Cups, the Hanged Man, Two of Cups for Gemini. The Fool. Five of Swords, Ten of Cups. Yeah. You see this as you want to take a leap of faith. You believe that it is your personal wish fulfillment, and you believe that it has greater context for your life. Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is ultimate happiness and emotional harmony. Greater context in your life. You want to take this leap of faith, but there it is, that Five of Swords, the overthinking. That's the resistant energy. Why are you overthinking? Because you could be victorious. You could be seen and recognized. You could be victorious. Six of Wands. But there is overthinking. Just make sure that you're not self-sabotaging. Let me see this Five of Swords. It also can be like an argument with others. Let me see. But I'm really seeing it as a potential argument with the self about taking this leap of faith. And the Fool, the Fool energy, they trust. They have faith. They trust what they feel. That it's a childlike wonder. It's not reckless. It's calculated risk. And it's because we see the reward that we could potentially achieve, right? Some of this Five of Swords, I want to see where this resistance is coming from. One more. Five of Swords. Five of Swords for Gemini. Seven of Pentacles. King of Swords. The Chariot. Yeah, you want to move in this direction. You want to invest. I see you making a decision, so this Hangman is going to help you. King of Swords is a very decisive energy. And what conclusion you come to, even with the overthinking and the mental contemplation that you're doing in the Hanged Man and the Five of Swords, is that you are going to move in the direction, the Chariot, very determined energy, and invest. Nurture the seeds that have been planted. I love this for you. So I see you making a decision here, and then on your top row, Page of Wands, Three of Pentacles, the Emperor. You are opening yourself up with hope and enthusiasm to collaborate, to build from the foundation, and you're claiming it, the Emperor. I love this for you. So I see you, even though there's that avoidance, you are relying on your intuition, you're relying on your sense of feeling, in that High Priestess and the Queen of Cups, and you're also relying on your mind and logic to make decisions accordingly, and you're relying on truth, your truth. So I see you stepping into your power. Page of Wands, Three of Pentacles, the Emperor for Gemini. One more. Two of Cups, there it is. Yep, you're claiming it. King of Pentacles and Eight of Swords. Yeah, you're saying, I wouldn't allow myself to see the stability in this, but there's a whole world. King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles makes decisions according to the world that they want for themselves. And you are saying, I am going to build from the ground. I'm going to build from the foundation. Three of Pentacles, and it's going to turn into the King of Pentacles. So you are investing in this connection down here, Two of Cups, that you made a decision to invest in and nurture and to move in that direction. And it's like you're taking off the blindfold, right? Like I couldn't see the stability in it, but I'm now claiming that. Yeah, Three of Cups, emotionally harmonizing with this individual. I love this. Let me see that Eight of Swords. I'm just curious, what couldn't you see about this connection? Could be the stability of it and the potential of the stability. What couldn't Gemini see? And it's not that you couldn't, it's that you didn't want to. That's that resistance energy. That's that avoidance. Because on the Eight of Swords, this individual can literally take the blindfold off unravel themselves, and they will recognize that they are not held back by these swords. It's a self-propelled holding back, resistant energy. Like, I don't want to see. Perhaps you didn't want to see that this was actually something very stable. Let's see. Can I see what that Eight of Swords is for Gemini? But whatever it is, you're overcoming it in order to claim this particular connection or contract. But there is some vulnerability here, and that's why I wasn't resorting to contract, because of the Knight of Cups. Three of Cups again. Yeah, there's emotional energy here. Queen of Wands and the passion, and the Page of Wands again. Yeah. You couldn't see that this could be emotionally harmonious and passionate. Queen of Wands is very fiery energy, and you're looking in that direction with hope and with enthusiasm and with anticipation. You see it as your wish fulfillment. You see it as equal love given and received. You make the determination to invest and to move in that direction, and to stabilize and build from the foundation, and it ends up building into something very, very stable for yourself. Yeah, there's the star. There's your star. The star is attached to this person. Greatest desire for the path forward. Life path stuff. So remember when I said you've changed. You've changed through this ascension process. You've gained new perspective, and then you're making decisions of investment and nurture and care. A new version of yourself, a new life pathway, right? Love this for you. Okay, let me get some more charms. I'm being called to do that, and then I will get advice for you. I love this for you, Gemini. Can I get more charms for Gemini? Okay, we got some more letters here. Y, Z, K, U, Q, O. This is interesting. Family inside the keyhole. And legacy, longevity is available. There's the shackle back over here. Feeling tied to a particular pathway that you built into, and I think moving away from that pathway has been very difficult for you. We have the wreath in reverse, so perhaps this ascension process started around the winter season. We have the cornucopia, so having gratitude. We have the yin and yang heart. Yeah, that Two of Cups energy, soul bond energy, equal balance. We have the paw print, a dog's paw print, so sign of loyalty. We have the bow, so feminine energy. We have the butterfly of transformation. We have, here's the star. Again, I think, yeah, you had the stars. So we have two matching stars, matching frequencies within the soul bond. We have the starfish, so really listen to your intuition. We have the heart, a fullness of heart, a lot of emotion and love. And then we have the carrots, and that's interesting. I saw the carrots and the cornucopia, so perhaps a sign of Thanksgiving. So this ascension process began somewhere around Thanksgiving and the winter season, so late fall, early winter, I would say. Okay, let's get some advice for you. Love this for you, Gemini. But yeah, ascension is not easy. It's like everything that we built into, everything that we thought we knew, it all comes down, right? And then we find ourselves that we've changed, and our direction sometimes heads in a completely different direction. But you're saying it's right for you, and you're basing this on deep internal reflection, gaining new perspective, your intuition, and what you know to be true for what would make you happy. And sometimes that's the only qualifier that we need. What will make you happy? Advice for Gemini. Interesting. I just heard the song "If Today Was Your Last Day" by Nickelback. If today was your last day, where would you head? Would you like where you're currently at? Or would you live with regret? Would you have regrets about the paths you didn't take? If today was your last day. One more advice for Gemini. Let's do one more. If today was your last day. That's very interesting. Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, King of Cups. I just heard a very slight knock at the door. Something's calling to you. And what it is a passionate new beginning. Very stable and very full of love. Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, King of Cups. Fullness of love and passion and stability. I love this for you. Let me get from this oracle final advice for Gemini. That's beautiful energy. This ascension process has done you well. You have a very passionate new beginning, very stable, and so much love. King of Cups. You showed me yourself as the Queen of Cups over here. This is the matching energy. This is the soul bond. Someone that has a fullness of heart and they know how to claim it. Let's do one more. Final advice for Gemini. All right, we have suffering on its side. Yeah, suffering is coming to an end. And then we have chaos, and it's this situation over here, the pain, the walking away. You're walking away from suffering, you're walking away from chaos, and you're entering what is beautiful energy. See it. There's that third eye. You see it. You see the potential, and it is there, and Spirit is confirming that. All right, Gemini, this is beautiful. I know it's difficult, but you're doing the work, and I think you're relying on everything you should be relying on. Gained perspectives, gained insights, truth, your truth specifically, and your intuition. I hope that this helped you. Take care. Hey Libra, let's get into your reading. First pulling from the Path of Shadows Oracle, and then getting into the challenge as well as the tarot. Hope you are doing well. Spirit, thank you so much for presiding over this reading for Libra. Can I tap into Libra's energy. Show me Libra's shadow at the present time. What does Libra need to be aware of and grow through? Show me shadow aspects for Libra at the present time. Shadow for Libra. Show me that Libra energy. Show me Libra. Show me Libra. Current shadow aspects. Messages for the highest good of Libra. Show me Libra. Show me Libra. Let's do one more. Show me Libra. I'm feeling one more, Spirit. Okay, that feels good. Shadow for Libra. Mirror labyrinth. Illusions and reflections. Who are you trying to fool? When you turn your back to the mirror, there's still someone looking at you. Illusions and reflections. Who are you trying to fool? When you turn your back to the mirror, there's still someone looking at you. I am getting a sense of like aspects of the self. So perhaps like a desire to conceal parts of the self, to not want to look into the mirror, right? That mirror energy, yes, it can be like a reflection with another person, like mirroring energy between you and someone else. But I am seeing this more as an internal, like looking away from something within the self, trying to evade it in some way. Pumpkin patch. You will only taste the sour if you don't seek for the sweet. Share your fruits wisely, lest you sow regrets too deep. You will only taste the sour if you don't seek for the sweet. So there's something about if you aren't willing to take a look at these aspects of the self, really see yourself clearly in the mirror, you will only taste the sour and you won't seek for more. The sweet, the fruition, the abundance. Interesting. So what is it when you look in the mirror that you're not wanting to see? I'm feeling like a potential desire, and I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why you're not wanting to see it. Can I see more of what this might be for Libra? What's the challenge associated with mirror, labyrinth, and pumpkin patch? Who are you trying to fool? What's the challenge associated with this for Libra? Let's get two more. Mirror, labyrinth, and pumpkin patch. What is this for Libra? Mirror, labyrinth, and pumpkin patch. The moon. There's the hidden energy, the illusions, something within the self. So moon energy, it can be illusions. It's also energy of things that we really have to dig into deep within ourselves, either other subconscious, like we may not realize things are under our moon until it's kind of like that thought of you don't know what you don't know until you know it, right? It also can be that we purposely place things under the moon that we don't want to face. And I'm seeing that here. Illusions and reflections. Who are you trying to fool? When you turn your back to the mirror, there's still someone looking at you. That whatever it is that you're wanting to evade or turn your back to is still there under your moon. And the challenge is digging into that moon space to face it, to deal with it, to process it. You will only taste the sour if you don't seek for the sweet. There's a need to take a look at this. And it requires you to go into your moon space, which can be tumultuous. Heartache. There's some deep heartache that you're wanting to avoid taking a look at. And Spirit saying, this is your shadow right now. Evading it. Not wanting to take a look at it. But the challenge is dealing with it. Right? Okay. Let's get some charms and then we'll get into the tarot to see if we can get more insight on this for you. Can I get charms for Libra? And I see this with Libras, you know, you want to remain balanced. You want to remain in harmony with others. You're all about justice and balance, righting the scales. But there's some heartache there that needs to be dealt with. All right. All right, we have S, 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 Y, P, and X. So triple S, Y, P, and X. We have the butterfly in reverse, so transformation. Yeah, this heartache needs to be transformed. It needs to be alchemized, meaning it needs to transition from one state of heartache. You gotta change the energy, but you can only do that through dealing with it and processing it. We have the Santa Claus. So perhaps something that occurred in the winter, also a sign of gratitude, perhaps having gratitude for whatever it is that caused you heartache, and recognizing what it was meant to teach you. We have the leaf, so turning over a new leaf. We have the infinity loop, so time moves forward always. Also soul bond energy, perhaps. We have the guitar. Music might be important to some of you. We have the meditative hand. Make sure that you're really grounded. Perhaps go into meditation. Make sure that you're centered. We have the cross of commitment. We have the shovel. Yeah, you really need to dig deep within the self. We have feminine energy here. We have a small leaf. And then we have a pendant. It's a white pendant. So spirituality, innocence, clarity. I'm feeling clarity, peace, finding peace over a particular subject. Okay, let's get the tarot. I'm going to do a 3, 6, 9. Can I see what this is? Can I see more about this for Libra. What is this for Libra? Move those charms up. Mirror, Labyrinth, Pumpkin Patch, the Moon, and Heartache. What is this for Libra? Can you tell me more about what this is for Libra? There's something about, by digging into this moon space and dealing with the heartache, with you not doing that, it's creating regrets for you in some way, shape, or form. I'm really getting that. You will only taste the sour if you don't seek the fruit. Share your fruits wisely, lest you sow regrets. Even if you try to turn your back, there's still someone looking at you. There's real need to deal with the heartache because it's preventing you from doing something, from moving forward, perhaps. It's like we get the results that we nurture, right? Let's do two more. 3, 6, 9 for Libra. What is this for Libra? One more. Three, 6, 9 for Libra. The Fool. 10 of Cups. The Lovers. Wow. It's a beautiful energy. Taking a leap of faith towards a lover's connection and 10 of Cups. Ultimate happiness. Ultimate abundance. Ultimate fulfillment and emotional harmony in the greater context of our life. The Fool, the Lovers. A leap of faith towards a lover's connection, which is spiritual, emotional, physical. It exists on all planes. Interesting. The Hanged Man. 10 of Pentacles. King of Cups. There's contemplation about 10 of Pentacles. This is our tree of life. This is our home, our community, our work. It's everything we are connected to that we build into. It's our whole world. New perspectives have been gained, or you're in a state of contemplation about your foundation. And perhaps the love that you have for it. Let's see. Death and Rebirth. The Empress. The Devil. Whoa. We have transformation here surrounding an Empress. Could be you transforming. It could be someone outside of yourself. But the Devil, there's either fears associated with this. There's a poor attachment to this Empress energy. There could be some toxicity. We will see with clarifiers. This is very interesting. This energy is so straightforward. It's like, this is worth my leap of faith. This is worth my taking a risk. I feel like I'm getting a backstory on what you're not wanting to take a look at in the mirror. But let's see. Let's get some clarifiers. The Fool, Ten of Cups, the Lovers. A connection that you've seen in the greater context of your life and which brought you a lot of happiness. The Fool, Ten of Cups, the Lovers. The Fool, Ten of Cups, the Lovers. Man. The Fool, Ten of Cups, the Lovers for Libra. Let's do one more. The Fool, Ten of Cups, the Lovers for Libra. Ten of Cups, Ten of Cups, Ten of Cups, Three of Cups. It would make you very happy to reconnect with this person. Ten of Cups, Three of Cups, Page of Wands would make you very happy to look in that direction with hope and enthusiasm and joy and anticipation. Three of Cups, reunion energy, to emotionally harmonize in the greater context of your life. It would make you very happy to see them in your life. What happened? Let's see. What happened? What happened? One more. What happened? Ace of Swords. Three of Swords. Two of Swords. A lot of confusion because of pain in the heart. But now you know your truth. Remember that heartache that's under your moon? There's a lot of confusion surrounding that. A lot of black and white thinking surrounding that. And remember I said you have to go into the moon to deal with that heartache because I feel like it's preventing you from moving forward and stepping towards a desire of yours. And that if you didn't deal with it, there would be regrets. Here it is. Not wanting to take a look at the heartache. Even though you know your truth, you've received truth. But you're not wanting to take a look at it because the truth of you is that you would like to take a leap forward. A calculated risk towards this lover's connection and to reharmonize it and to reconnect it from the heart. It would make you very happy to have this person in your life. This is your truth. But you have to deal with that heartache because it's preventing you. All right, then over here we have the Hanged Man, Ten of Pentacles, King of Cups. You're in deep contemplation. You're gaining new perspective about your foundation, perhaps about the love that you have for it. You're gaining new perspective about it. What about this Ten of Pentacles? You're in deep contemplation about your world, your 3D world. You're hanging upside down. You're taking a look at it. Not sure how this is related. Let's see. Hanged Man, Ten of Pentacles, King of Cups. Let's do two more. Hanged Man, Ten of Pentacles, King of Cups. One more. Hanged Man, Ten of Pentacles, King of Cups. Ace of Pentacles, Justice, Four of Pentacles. You're showing up here. You're questioning, is what I've held on to right for me justice? Does it represent justice for me? Is it correct for my heart? Ace of Pentacles, Justice, Four of Pentacles. I've held on to this world. Is it correct for me? Hanged Man. Does it leave me feeling balanced? Does it feel right for me? Let me push this a little bit further. Ace of Pentacles, Justice, Four of Pentacles. You're contemplating this. Is this correct for me? My foundation. What I've held on to. Does it feed my heart? Is my heart in it? Two of Cups, Queen of Wands, the Chariot. There's the desire to move towards a personal connection. Two of Cups, Queen of Wands, the Chariot. Passionate energy, a lot of love, equal balance. Yeah, so you're drawing a distinction between your 3D world, your foundation efforts, and what you've held on to, and whether it's correct for you. And then I clarify more, and what's correct for you is to move in the direction of this connection. Two of Cups, Queen of Wands, with passion, with energy. Let me see, Death, the Empress, the Devil. Death, the Empress, the Devil. Let's do one more. Death, the Empress, the Devil. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Seven of Wands. Seven of Pentacles. This foundation that you're saying, that you showed me over here, that you're in contemplation about, you see it as a poor attachment, an unhealthy attachment, and you're going to stand up for yourself. Seven of Wands, and it looks like you are investing in an Empress, or investing in yourself at least. Let me see what this Empress, I want to see if this is you. I feel like it is. You're saying, I'm going to stand up for myself. Show me this Empress. Who is this Empress? Show me this Empress. Let's do one more. Three of Wands, the Hanged Man, Four of Cups. Okay. The Empress is part of your Ten of Pentacles because you're showing me the Hanged Man again. And the Hanged Man is attached to your Ten of Pentacles. The Empress can be like a mother figure. It's a nurturing energy. It's somebody that has status in your life. It's someone whose opinion is important to you. You're showing me this Empress that you need to almost turn your back on them and look towards your future because it has created unhappiness for you. You see it as a poor attachment, possibly codependent, and you are going to stand up for yourself and what you would like to invest in. There's been a transformation within you. Based on that truth. Let me see the Death and Rebirth. Illusions and reflections. Who are you trying to fool? Death and Rebirth for Libra. Six of Cups. Ace of Wands. Death. Yep. Thank you. You're wanting a passionate new beginning with this soul bond, this lovers. You want to transform it, and you're looking in that direction. Three of Wands, Six of Cups, Ace of Wands, Death. It requires you to dig into your moon and deal with the heartache. Wow. So whatever your foundation is, you're saying it's an unhealthy attachment, and that what's correct for you is to move in the direction of the soul bond. You literally bring up the soul bond here, here, and here. You're saying, I'm going to stand up for myself. I'm going to stand up for this passionate new beginning. I want to transform this connection. Wow. Okay, so I do see you making progress towards your shadow. Because remember I said it was a qualifier over here. You had to deal with that heartache and dig into your moon space. But it looks like you do that and you recognize that you don't want regrets. Interesting. All right, let's get some more charms and then I'll get advice for you, Libra. Advice for Libra. Oh, lots of letters. We have M, L, J, K, S, V, T, and O. I'll say those again. T, O, M, L, J, K, V, and S. We have the angel, so you are guided, you are protected. We have the big leaf, turning over a new leaf. We have the yin and yang heart. It was in the reverse, which I see it's not currently connected, but it is there. We have the four-leaf clover. Luck is on your side. And brave. Brave was in reverse. Yeah, that's that energy of like, who are you trying to fool? We need it to be in the upright, but that requires you to dig into that moon to discover your truth, right? And that way you can move forward with bravery. Chariot energy. All right, let's get some advice for you. Very interesting, Libra. Whatever it is about your 3D world, you're saying it's not correct for you. Somehow it's not attached to your soul bond. One more for advice for Libra. Advice for Libra. Ace of Wands, Nine of Cups, the Hierophant. Ooh, committing to this. Commit to your highest self. Commit within this connection. Nine of Cups, that is your wish fulfillment for a passionate new beginning. It's aligned with your highest good. The Hierophant energy. Over here where you show me this is a poor attachment to this foundation. This passionate new beginning that you show me you want to transform with a soul bond is aligned with your highest good and your personal wish fulfillment. It's aligned with commitment, personal happiness, and aligned with your highest good, first and foremost. Spiritually aligned. I love this for you. I'm going to get one final oracle, final advice for Libra. That's beautiful energy, Libra. I am seeing so much of like returns and insights gained. We are in retrograde, so makes sense. But I'm seeing it consistently through the signs. Because there's that evaluation that comes when we're in retrograde. Final advice for Libra. Final advice for Libra. Fears, yeah. You've allowed your fears to prevent you from moving in the direction of this lover's soul bond. Rituals. Yeah, and you know that rituals is attached. It fell right on top of your Ten of Pentacles. It's like this is habit. This is how I've always moved. This is how I've always operated. But there's an understanding that this is a poor attachment, codependent. It's ritualized. I didn't give much thought to it. Focus. Yeah, focus on the future. There's the Three of Wands that you show me here. What you are trying or wanting to engage, that passionate new beginning and that transformation within the connection. Yeah, have strength and communicate. Yeah, what did I say? Like, this is not currently connected. Spirit saying have strength and communicate. Use your words. Use your words. All right, Libra, very interesting. I hope that it helped you. Take care. Hey Aquarius, hope you're doing well. I'm going to go ahead and get started with your reading, starting off with the Path of Shadows Oracle. Spirit, thank you so much for presiding over this reading for Aquarius. Show me shadow aspects of Aquarius that they need to be aware of at the present time. Shadow for Aquarius. Can I see shadow for Aquarius? Shadow for Aquarius. Show me that Aquarius energy. Messages for the highest good of Aquarius at the present time. What shadow aspects does Aquarius need to be aware of so they can grow through and out? Show me shadow for Aquarius. Shadow for Aquarius. Shadow. Messages for the highest good of Aquarius. Let's do 3 more, Spirit. Aquarius, shadow. Aquarius, shadow. Alright, that feels good. Aquarius, shadow. Nymph. In this mundane world, now I roam. Inside this concrete jungle, where is my home? A lot of coldness. The stone walls that you exist within. It's mundane. It's the same day in, day out. Questioning of where is my home? Where do I belong? I feel a sense of sadness too. It's almost like a sense of confinement. Evil queen, where love eludes, fear becomes my throne. What would a rose be without its thorns? Where love eludes, fear becomes my throne. Wherever you are, there's not love. There's sadness. Where love eludes, it's like you can't grasp it. And fear becomes your throne. In this mundane world, now I roam. Inside this concrete jungle, where is my home? Nymph and evil queen. I'm feeling such a sense of isolation here. A questioning of, do I really belong here? It's cold, it's lifeless, it's mundane, it's going through the motions. It's not warm. Let's see what's the challenge associated with this for Aquarius? Inside this concrete jungle. Where is my home? It's like the decay of life. Life-giving energy. It's coldness, it's still, it's mundane, it's the same day in and day out. Love eludes in this space. It's not graspable, it's not obtainable. What is this? What's the challenge for Aquarius? Let's do 2 more. The challenge for Aquarius. It wants to show itself. Awakening. You're understanding this. You're seeing it. And an awakening can have us questioning everything. Where is my home? Where do I belong? Do I really belong in this concrete jungle? One more. Challenge for Aquarius. Heartache. Yeah. Libra also got that, and meditation. There's reference to the awakening. Yeah, I think you're in a deep state of contemplation about the walls that you exist within, and it's cold and it's silent and there's no love there. It eludes you. Fear becomes your throne. There's a need to recognize and meditate on how this pains your heart. In this mundane world now I roam, inside this concrete jungle, where is my home? I feel like your shadow is begging you to ask those questions of yourself and really dig deep on that. The moon. Dig deep into your moon. You're having awakening about this, which means that you are digging into your moon, which is good. It's not easy, but it's good. Where is the love? It evades you. The path. That's relationship energy. This is my Four of Wands card. The key. You hold the key. Okay. Let's get some charms and then we'll get into the tarot and maybe we'll be able to see more about this. Heartache came up in Libra's reading as well as the moon. So if you have Libra, well, we all have every sign in one of our houses, but if you have Libra in a major placement, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, North Node, South Node, you might want to check out their reading. Charms for Aquarius. All right, let's see. F, L, N, N, F, S. Okay, those are the letters. F, L, N, N, F, S. We have the shovel, that's that digging deep. We have the four-leaf clover. We have the owl, so symbol of wisdom and really seeing things clearly, that awakening energy. We have the word dream in reverse. Yeah, wherever you are, it's not a space of dreams or really tapping into your dreams that you have for yourself. We have the panda. There is no peace. There is no peace. We have the word scarlet. We have the three-leaf clover. We have the feather. So really tap into your intuition and go with the flow. We have the butterfly of transformation in reverse. I feel like whatever this is not going to transform. We have the big leaf, so turn over a new leaf in your life. We have the cornucopia in reverse. So cornucopia is a sign of gratitude. It's also a sign of thanksgiving. We have the key hole. Remember, and I saw the key on the oracle card. So you hold the key to whatever door you want to unlock. We have the cross of commitment. We have the purple medallion. We have the flower in bloom. We have the meditative hand. So really ground yourself, really center yourself. We have the masculine tie, and we have the meditative hand in reverse. So make sure that you are grounded and that you are centering yourself. Very interesting. I'm feeling very cold in your energy. Maybe perhaps you're surrounded by coldness. And it creates a lot of heartache for you. Can I see what this is for Aquarius? Can I see more about Nymph, Evil Queen, heartache, and meditation? Where is my home? And literally on the Nymph card, the individual has butterflies in her hair. So that tells me transformation is available to you, right? The charm, the butterfly in reverse. There is transformation available to you. You hold it within you. And I think that's why there's an emphasis on meditation and awakening. You need to really ground within the self. 369 for Aquarius. Let's do one more. 369 for Aquarius. Well, that's interesting. I just felt like this really weird tug on my finger. You're grasping for something. Oh, I've never felt that before. Page of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. The Empress. Wanting to invest in the self. Queen of Pentacles. The Empress, very empowered, wanting to invest in yourself. This Queen or this Empress might be outside of you. We'll have to see. Or it could just be you growing in your power and empowerment as you start to invest in the self. 5 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, the Sun. Here's a breakage, here's communication, and here's happiness. I don't know what you're breaking from. Let's see. The Lovers, High Priestess, 9 of Wands. Very interesting. So there has been some resistance to tapping into your intuition surrounding a lover's connection, perhaps a major decision as well. I feel like this is 2 different energies here. You're wanting to invest in yourself and in another individual, but we will see. But there's a breakage here. You're communicating and then the Sun follows. So I'm not sure. I don't know what this is. We'll see. See if we can get clarity with the clarifiers. Can I see this Page of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, the Empress for Aquarius? Page of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, the Empress for Aquarius. Page of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, the Empress for Aquarius. Page of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, the Empress for Aquarius. One more. Page of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, the Empress. King of Pentacles. The Devil. Evil Queen. The Magician. Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Those are matching counterparts, matching energies, frequencies. There was an investment in this connection, but you're showing it's a negative attachment, the Devil. Definitely check out Libras. They also had the Devil in theirs. But you are manifesting an Empress. I want to see what this Empress is. Either you're manifesting your own empowerment to leave this connection, or you're manifesting a person. Which, be careful with that. You can't manifest someone else against their will, but you can manifest the idea of the Empress, right? Someone who earns their status. Show me the Empress. One more. Show me the Empress for Aquarius. Queen of Wands, the Hierophant, Six of Wands. Wow. I feel like you know who this is. You're bringing it in. You're moving towards it. Six of Wands, Queen of Wands, the Hierophant. You are manifesting commitment. Queen of Wands, there's a lot of passion. Whatever this energy is over here, it's very earthbound. In this mundane world, but now I roam inside this concrete jungle. Where is my home? And then your energy picks up here when wanting to head in the direction of this Empress. Queen of Wands, Six of Wands. That's triumph. That's passion. That's I'm lit up for this. I want to commit to this. I believe it's aligned with my highest good. And this over here, whatever it was that you were invested in, is the Devil. Poor attachment, filled with insecurity, filled with poor habits. It's not life-giving. Where love eludes, fear becomes my throne. The Devil also is fears. Wow. So, here's a break, and then there's communication and happiness. So it looks like whatever you were invested in, King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, you're breaking from. Five of Pentacles. Show me the Five of Pentacles. I'm going to look at that isolated. Show me the Five of Pentacles for Aquarius. Show me the Five of Pentacles for Aquarius. One more, Five of Pentacles for Aquarius. The Star, Seven of Wands Four of Wands. Interesting. I feel like here you're standing up for what your vision is for your life. There's the Four of Wands. Remember the question, where is my home? Here it is. It's attached to a star and you're fighting for it. Right here, Eight of Wands, the Sun. You're communicating that this will make you very happy, but it's requiring you to move away from this, to break from this, to pursue your star, your deepest desire and hope. We have relationship energy here. It's attached to your star. You're fighting for it. Seven of Wands, because it would make you very happy. Brings you a lot of warmth and goodness. You're communicating this. Eight of Wands. But you're breaking from Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, the Devil. Right? And then up here we have the Lovers, High Priestess, Nine of Wands. I feel like there has been some resistance to making this decision. But you rely on your intuition, High Priestess, what you know to be true for yourself. Show me the Lovers, High Priestess, Nine of Wands. So the Lovers is spiritual, emotional, mental, physical. So the emotions where love alludes over here, it's embodied in the Lovers connection. Show me the Lovers, the High Priestess, Nine of Wands. Let's do two more. Lovers, High Priestess, Nine of Wands for Aquarius. One more. I feel the resistance. But your intuition is taking over, which is good. Strength, justice, Nine of Pentacles. Wow. Yeah, you're making a decision to stand as an empowered individual. Nine of Pentacles, with strength. As an independent energy from this, from King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, the Devil. You believe this is correct for you, Justice and High Priestess. You have resisted this decision, but it looks like you're moving in the direction of the Lovers. You believe that this connection is correct for you. The Empress, Hierophant, Queen of Wands, Six of Wands, the Star, Four of Wands, the Sun. It's a lot of beautiful energy. Show me the Lovers. I want to see. Show me the Lovers. You're saying this is aligned with my highest good. It's aligned with my abundance. It's aligned with my worth and my value. And it is taking your strength. Show me the Lovers for Aquarius. One. I was going to start counting. 1, 2, 3. Maybe you're trying to build yourself up to this. One more. Yeah, it's taking your strength. the Lovers for Aquarius. Two of Cups. Knight of Swords. Six of Swords. Yeah, you're moving away from this Two of Cups contract relationship where it's equal. Remember I said that it's equal, King and Queen of Pentacles. You're communicating that you're moving away from it because that's what's correct for you to do. You're moving towards a lover's connection because you believe that that is aligned with your value and your worth. You know this intuitively. It's spiritually aligned, but it is taking your strength to do this. In this mundane world, now I roam inside this concrete jungle. Where is my home? And you have manifested, you have aligned yourself with this other energy, the Lovers, the Empress, the Hierophant, the Sun, the Four of Wands, the Star. You are fighting for this. The Moon. Remember that the Moon came up in your oracles earlier. This has been something that you haven't wanted to take action towards, but I see you doing that. There's the resistance, right? The Nine of Wands. But intuitively, you know that this is correct for you and to move away from this. All right. Okay, let's get some more charms and then I'm going to get advice for you, Aquarius. Yeah, the meditation piece, really grounding in yourself and understanding what's aligned with your highest good and your value is super important here. All right, V, G, H. We have the third eye. Yeah, listening to your intuition. We have the snowman in reverse. So perhaps this started around winter. We have the Wheel of Fortune, so change is occurring. We have the feather, go with the flow. We have the star pathway right here. It's attached to this Empress energy and the Lovers. We have the word grace. We have the word miracle. We have the lips, so communicate. We have the guitar in reverse. I feel like that's over there. There's no love, no loving sounds. No, it's like silent, it's cold. We have the angel, you are protected. We have the black heart emoji. We have the masculine tie. In reverse, we have the cross of commitment and we have the key with a heart on it. Yeah, you hold the key to feeling love and experiencing love. All right, let's get some advice for you. Can I get advice for Aquarius? Advice for Aquarius. Final advice for Aquarius. Yeah, so despite your resistance and your fear, I see you determining where your home is, which is beautiful. Possibly through this awakening process. It's like the illumination of where your home is and who it's with. One more final advice for Aquarius. Queen of Wands. There it is. King of Wands. Wow. Two of Pentacles. Knight of Wands. Yep. All right, so remember over here, I said you had matching frequencies, Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, very earthbound energy, but it was attached to the devil. Here you have Queen of Wands, King of Wands, so passion. Where love was eluding in this other partnership, there's so much passion. And the advice is just to make sure that you balance the passion and the love and wow. Come out of a state of indecision and resistance to it, and instead take action towards it. Knight of Wands. Communicate. Remember, we saw those lips in the charm. Communicate the passion that you have for this individual, in that you share a similar frequency. All right, final advice. We'll pull from this oracle to end out your reading, Aquarius. So with this energy, matching frequencies in terms of 3D and foundation energy, but with the other energy, with the Lovers, it's more spiritual, it's more emotional, it's more passion, it's more loving, it's more vibrant. Spirit saying communicate. Communicate. 8 of Wands. Knight of Wands. Communicate what this is for you. Let's do one more. Final advice for Aquarius. All right. Final advice for Aquarius. Treasure. Literally, and there's the quill pen on there with the little heart. Yeah, communicate your heart. Communicate the love in you. Beginnings. Message. Yeah, Spirit, love. Communicate a message of love, and that you treasure this connection. And that you want to begin to build into it. That's beautiful. Aw, I love this for you, Aquarius. I hope that it helped you. Good luck. Take care.